Today we're making 3 ginger cocktails. Not too long ago, I made a ginger cocktail and asked all of you to let me know what your favorite ginger cocktails were, and this is where I would normally say that you did not disappoint, but you did. Not a lot of suggestions, very disappointed. Now, is anyone meaner to their audience in the YouTube cocktail world than I am? Probably not, but that also comes from a place of love and deep insecurities. Now, there were a couple of good suggestions, and we'll get to those. Now, the one that comes up the most anytime you ask about ginger cocktails is the penicillin, which we're not going to make today, but we are going to make a rummy riff on it. Now, the drinks today call for ginger syrup and not ginger beer or ginger ale, and I've shared a few ways that I make ginger syrup and even recently shared a little update to how I now make ginger syrup, but I've updated that again in the last couple weeks because I'm annoyed by how the starch, there's so much starch in ginger and it always settles. But the only problem with my new version is that it requires a centrifuge, and I don't know, maybe like 10 of you have one of those, so instead I'll be using the ginger syrup from today's sponsor, which is Liber & Co. Their spicy ginger syrup is what I'll be using today for all 3 cocktails, so if you're interested in their ginger syrup or any of their other delicious syrups, then check out the link in the description below. So let's start with the riff on one of the most famous modern cocktails of all time, and most famous modern cocktail for sure that uses ginger, which is the penicillin. Now, that was originally created by Sam Ross. The drink that we're actually going to make today is the Polynesian Remedy from Dirty Dick in Paris and was created by Scotty. Now, some of the syrups in the recipes today appear to be 1-to-1 syrups, where most of mine and the Liber are 2-to-1. So I'll call it the recipe as the official recipe goes, but in the description, I'll let you know which ones I've adjusted. Now, for instance, if something calls for half an ounce, and I know that my syrup is sweeter and has more sugar, then I might just do 3/8 of an ounce. So let's get going on this one. I'm going to start with 1 ounce of lemon juice, half an ounce of a honey syrup, half an ounce of orgeat, half an ounce of a ginger syrup, 1 3/4 ounces of a dark rum. Now it calls for 4 dashes of a single malt scotch. I don't have my scotch in a dasher, so I'm just guesstimating here. We're going to garnish this with a pineapple frond, some mint, and an orchid. All right, this drink looks wild on paper. It looks wild if you've seen the pictures of it online. They like garnish it with almonds, but let's try it. Cheers. I was recently ranting and raving in a video how not everything needs to be a 10 out of 10. It's okay. Things that are in the middle, they don't have to be great. They don't have to be bad. Most cocktails fit in the middle there. And what's funny is like the cocktail I was talking about there, I said I liked it. It was good. And everyone's like, oh yeah, you hated it. Everyone was still like, oh, you hated it. I want to be clear about this one. This is fantastic. This is great. This is like a 10 out of 10. It is, it's the beginning of the year. This might be one of the best new cocktails I've had. It's the best new cocktail I've had this year, new to me. And one of the better cocktails maybe I've ever shared here. Unlike the penicillin, we didn't float the scotch here. It's mixed in, and I didn't measure, so this might have more of the smoky scotch flavor than the recipe would if you actually use a dasher. But that's the key here. Like, that's what tastes amazing. It's that combination of pineapple juice with the scotch, with the rum, and sweetness there from honey and orgeat, and then obviously ginger. It's not a super forward ginger cocktail, but it is a ginger cocktail. Like, it's obviously ginger, but if you don't love ginger, I don't know, if you don't like ginger, I don't know why you're watching this video. But thanks for coming. But I don't even think you really have to love the ginger flavor to appreciate this. It's fantastic. It really is fantastic. Now, for my dark rum choice, I went with Plantaray traditional dark. I think that's a good rum. I don't really find it to be very dark, but in the pictures I saw this drink online, they weren't using Karuba or Goslings. It wasn't like a dark black rum. So the rum you use here, up to you. I think that it is that combination of the scotch and the syrups in here and the different flavors. The rum's definitely not the star, but it is, it's tasty. It's delicious. I don't know what more to say, but if you have not had this, you should have this because it is great. Next up, we're making a riff on the Army and Navy, and this is the Mexico Navy, and it was created by Jordan Valls. And like the original recipe for the Army and Navy, there's no Angostura bitters in this one. Start with 1 ounce of lime juice, half an ounce of ginger syrup, half an ounce of orgeat, and 2 ounces of a Blanco tequila. The garnish here is some candied ginger, and this is just 2 toothpicks put through so you can hang it off the side of the glass. All right, another cocktail that's new to me, the Mexico Navy. Let's try it. Cheers. Just a little bit less ginger in this drink than the last one, but we have less overall in this. The ginger here, much more spicy, much more forward, much more of a kick. I mean, as unoriginal as it sounds, it tastes a lot like your idea of a ginger margarita. Because the only thing else in here, if you made it some type of ginger margarita, is the orgeat, which gets sort of overshadowed by the ginger, but it's still there very subtly. But all in all, another delicious drink. Not something I love nearly as much as the last one, but very good. And if you need another tequila cocktail for your friends or for yourself, and you're looking to expand beyond just a typical margarita with some syrups that hopefully you already have on hand, just adding in some ginger and orgeat really changes it, elevates it to something new and different. Now this ends up quite different than the original Army and Navy, which is fine. That's an okay thing, especially when you're riffing on a drink. It doesn't need to be just like it. But if you want something a little bit spicier and you really want to taste and highlight a Blanco tequila, then try yourself the Mexico Navy. All right, our final cocktail today is called the Pineapple Trainwreck. It was created by Ryan Magarian from Oven and Shaker in Portland, Oregon. Start with 1 dash Angostura bitters, 1 dash of Peychaud's bitters, half an ounce of lemon juice, 1.5 ounces of pineapple juice, 3/4 ounces of ginger syrup. There are some discrepancies with the rum and the recipes I found online. We'll talk about that later. But I'm going to use 1 ounce of an aged rum. I'm using Florida Canya 12. And then half an ounce of an overproof rum. I'm using OFTD. Garnish with a pineapple frond and some candied ginger with a cherry, a large cherry. All right, before we try this, let's talk about the rum. Now, the original recipe I found just called for 1.5 ounces of an aged rum, but usually when I find a recipe, I then check other sources, and I found basically no consensus for like what the recipe called for. Some called for 1.5 ounces rum plus 1/4 ounce or half an ounce of overproof. Some called for 1 ounce of rum plus half an ounce of overproof. So I didn't know, so I just wanted to stick to what I originally found, which is 1.5 ounces of rum, but I did switch it up and use 2, including an overproof. But use whatever you like here. We'll see how this works right now, so let's try it. Cheers. Now, out of the 3 cocktails today, this one has the most kick, has the most heat. You can taste ginger, but the first sip of it made me think more of like a spicy margarita, like having a spirit that has been infused with like jalapenos as opposed to ginger. Even though the ginger is there, It's just the heat hits you first. That combination of the ginger with pineapple. That ginger too helps cut through the sweetness of the pineapple juice. This one is the most like crushable in terms of like hot day, enjoyable, crushable drink. I think that if I had a time machine and could go back and do this again, I would change out that aged rum to something else. Probably something Jamaican, just to provide a little bit more depth there, because I think that the aged rum component, that's such a broad term. Who knows what they really meant in that recipe? But using an aged Jamaican rum to provide a little more flavor, because really the thing you get the most is ginger and pineapple. But you do get some of that intensity of the OFTD rum. But I think just changing up that rum to something else aged would go a long ways here. So there you go, folks. 3 ginger cocktails. And I do think that all 3 of these are very good. But the Polynesian Remedy sort of like blew me away for how much I liked it. That it sort of overshadows other ones, but it's not because these aren't also delicious. These are delicious as well. But this one is definitely going on the menu that doesn't exist. But I'm always working on my own menu. One day, I don't know if it's this year, next year, or whatever, I'll share with you that menu. It doesn't exist right now. But if I had a menu, this would be on it for sure. But I encourage you to try all 3 of these because they're all 3 delicious. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like below, consider subscribing to the channel, and hey, if you want to support this channel more, check out my Patreon page. Otherwise, see you in the next one.